into the picture. I knew this nanny was not okay. When she would drop our child off, he would sit in the doorway and he was hitting himself. Or he would be in the bathtub and he would be playing with himself in a really weird way that just didn't seem right. Of course, he was little, so he couldn't really vocalize things. But yeah, I could tell something wasn't right. There was the day where I invited her inside and I sat her down and I said, I just need to talk to you. And I said, have you ever put your hands on my son? And she swore up and down no. And I said, well, why is he sitting in a doorway hitting himself or playing with himself in a bathtub? And she was like, oh my God, I don't know. Why would you even ask me something like that? I said, because I want to know. She swore up and down that she had never put her hands on my son in an inappropriate way or even as a disciplinarian. I said, okay. And I said, but if I find out that you have ever put your hands on my son, we're going to have a problem. She asked me if that was a threat. I said, no, it's not a threat. It's a promise. She then went back and told them that I threatened her. And I told them the same thing, that I didn't threaten her, that I made a promise. And that's when things started getting hidden from me about what was going on at that house with my child. But I found out anyway. This is also around the time that Basketball Wives was coming to fruition.
Well, you also made a statement. You said, why did it take Dwight 4.5 years to fire the nanny that molested 2 of his kids?
Yep.
Was your kid one of those 2 kids?
Absolutely. He was the first one.
Okay. And the other was Dwight's son or daughter? Or
Daughter. But, you know, her mom never knew about it because they never said anything to her. I was told because every time I would have to let my son go, and he's screaming, having panic attacks. I have a whole video. I'm sitting there telling them, like, do not let her touch him. Do not let her around him. And then finally, one day at the airport, I was told by his cousin that she was no longer around. And I was like, what happened? And he's like, she did something to, I don't want to say her name because she's going to speak too. But yeah, she never knew.
Okay. Was the nanny charged with anything?
Nope. She's disappeared. Nobody knows where she is. Can't find her. I've done background checks. I've tried to find her address. I've done all of that. Trust me. I have tried to find her and I haven't been able to.